Oh, hello.
Whoa, game's live.
We're into the match. We're here, 12-5. First rifle round. Somebody, oh my god, 2 kills instantly. Gabi trades him out with the MAC-10. Picks up an 8K. It's only got 2 HP. Could be a good molly. Doesn't go high enough though. Attacker's still comfortable
that high ground.
Spots. Yeah.
Drops bomb, sure enough, and there you go. 4 players up for TYLOO. So
Bingo,
we
bango,
didn't quite see how quickly the action did unfold, but once it did get going into the A-bomb site, we had Big hitting a bit of a wall. Good on TYLOO. Win that first gun round. Push Big back into pistols.
Closed it out quickly. 12-6. Substantial lead still for Big. They can decide. Excuse me. They can decide how much they want to spend here. Enough to even out. Pretty healthy amounts, and they could have some nades. And for TYLOO, they've got the hop-on X-Curate. Lots to know. Lots to see about this. Oh, this anti-eco, I guess. Gabi scores an ump, which is not the best thing to score. Could have gotten anything. It was unfortunately just this gun, but that's kind of the gun that you would use in ladder. That's it, holding inner. And it's 5v4. 2 players have armor. Gabi's got the only nades. That to me spells like an inner hit. Smells like an inner hit. Spells inner hit.
What does that smell like?
Smells like inner. What does inner smell like? Musty.
Yeah, musty.
Dingy.
And doable.
Grab.
Because they've got that smoke for the ramp. Molotov could go deep towards Z if they wanted to cut off a rotate, but it would be a little late seeing as we already have X-Curate out with his op. Molotov back the other way. And vision gained, but the shot missed. So many Ts just charging straight forward on the ramp. They all get murdered.
Those are good, some good mollies from the CTs. Both, like, all the way up the lanes. They threw the deep molly and then the close molly as well. So it was fire the whole time. Trial by fire. A goblet of fire. The Gabi of fire.
Gabi of fire.
That's where we're going with that. Would it be history if TYLOO made another comeback?
Probably. What was it, like one time out of the last 456
times?
Right. That's the 14-3 to 14-16 comeback. A 0.2% chance?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not good with numbers, but that seems
That's like
pretty,
hitting a knife.
That seems pretty incredible. That seems like opening a knife when you're not Shroud.
Does he open a lot of knives?
I think so.
I do.
Yeah, you do too. It's that streamer luck, man.
Basically,
it's on another level.
That TYLOO comeback was like being me. And man, does that feel great.
Well, it'd probably feel even better if they could do it a second time here on Train. They're on that CT side. They've started with some solid momentum. Double op setup already in the setup as well. And patience here in the 20th round. There's no possibility of like an upper B hit, so this is just going to be TYLOO playing responsively to what Big throw their way.
And they've got good, good scope guns. They don't really have to push up if they don't want to. The
Exactly.
2-3 should be fine. We'll see. It'll come down to smokes for Big.
Smokes that are dwindling. They have 3 left. As many smokes as they do flashbangs with 2 mollies added.
That's good damage.
Yeah, substantial. Could he have Big growing in numbers here at the top of the B site? Molly on the ramp's going to delay this a little bit, but we've got 20 seconds left over. So here come the incendiaries to try and burn up the T's on entry. They will push down lane yet once more. Xantera's in next with a couple of kills. That's going to create enough space for the bomb plant most certainly. Next inside of smoke, just going to, I don't know what, but it still works out. 5 T's up. Counter-terrorists obliterated on the B bomb site.
Yeah, that was it. Really nice entries from Xanteras. He got up there fast, man. I was trying to figure out, I was like, all right, they're trying to find an in-between timing. They saw his Molotov. They're probably a little scared. He's probably just going to, they're trying to get in between 2 Molotovs, but dude, he wrapped the site so quickly. Bentet didn't know what hit him. That was quick. And I don't know, was Next trying to get a gun or?
Must have been. He had that MAC-10, but he did keep it.
He just ran into the wrong house party and swerved out of there fast. So it's a save up for a bit for TYLOO. And they have enough money for every gun.
It's like the equivalent of like a ding dong dash, right?
What's a ding dong dash?
When you run up, ring a doorbell, and then run away.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's what he did. He got to Z, tee-hee, and then dipped back. It's just gone.
A ding dong dash. I never called it that.
No?
I guess I don't have a name for it, so that's probably the best thing to call it. It's cool. Not that anybody should ever do something like that.
No. Who would?
Only bad people would do that.
Burden of society.
The Bane?
Yep. Every time. At this point, I think I'm doing it on purpose, but I'm not. That's the worst part. Little ladder play goes unpunished. CT is going to fall off of that forward positioning towards the A site. Summer is hopeful for a target, but it's just Big shuffling their feet all around this A site now.
They're trying to figure out what to do. This is TYLOO getting nervous.
Head boost for the smoke. Molly. Elaborate.
This is the definition of try-harding right here. Oh, it's even like a walk throw? That's super cool.
That's just big things.
Big things. They had, at the top of the ladder, you can throw the molly too. I guess they didn't have the lineup. Maybe didn't have someone there with the molly. Tizian, will he clear this? They heard the scope from Summer, so does that mean his attention will be taken away? He could try to spam this. I mean, yeah, oh yeah, he's ready.
Yep. No, Summer does get the shot off to the player behind him, but still Tizian's so close that he can trudge forward. Trucks along, and now joined by the T-Con players. This bomb is on site. 15 seconds to spare for the plant. Both the counter-terrorists inside of Z.
Nades? 2 flashes from Xantares. It's pretty bare bones. Whoa, but Excurate, lucky to be alive. 1 HP. He's already leaving. I don't know if they're going to try to clutch this. Doesn't seem like it.
Nope, he's gone. 14th round for Big, most certainly found.
Save all you want. Still got to win a round with rifles.
That was good stuff from Tizian. He gets the 2K that ultimately wins the round.
Yeah.
You know, very aware that there was a possibility of the player close left, and then even though he loses a teammate, having heard the scope of Summer, you know, he was just so focused on closing that distance.
That's true. Very
getting into the
selfless in
face.
that. Yeah.
And it works.
Because certainly Summer gets a kill, and he's like, all right, well, I slowed them down, but Tizian didn't get scared. Yeah.
Yep. Didn't
yeah, how many
off.
times do you see a T come up and just like not clear that angle when they've got nothing else to focus on? So good for him, and good for Big. And Tizian's got the most kills. He's popping off.
Money really sucks here for TYLOO.
Is it a pause?
Yeah.
What kind, though?
Well, seeing as I don't see a tech graphic, I'm going to assume it's TYLOO calculating their buy.
Okay. Cool. I'm trusting you.
I'm hopeful, Mohan. Law of attraction, you know?
That's true.
You gotta
Put it
believe.
in your thoughts. If you don't do that, then all is lost. 10 seconds. There we go. Perfect.
What have they decided to do?
They then decided to buy, I guess. Maybe that, yeah. Well, I guess they're just playing for OT. It's just the best course of action. They probably did all the math they possibly could. All the slimy accounting.
Yep.
And they decided, even with all that, nope, no chance. So Excurate is going to at least buy up a little bit. He'll take the L on this. He'll shoulder most of the workload. Tabson at risk of getting peeked? Oh, I guess not. Molotov out to camera, and the attacker?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's going on here?
Oh my god, his back is turned. He's right there.
Yeah, Gabi and attacker just kind of changing spots, but I feel like Gabi is the one who's going to come out on top because it's unexpected for the SG to be in position, but the USP of attacker still manages to catch a kill. Now, next will drop him, so it is only one, but Bentet was well equipped. That AUG, one of 2 weapons to start this round for the CTs. Excurate's the other on the op. And Xantares feeling pinched at the moment. Oh, nice. Oh, but even better, Excurate actually gets behind the corner. You'd think that he dies with the op on cycle, but he is still pinched. Good coordination here between the remaining members of Big.
2 to find. And it's the T's who are making most of the noise. Bentek could easily get the drop on Tizian. It's totally not known
Yep.
where he is. There it is. Oh, that's your buddy. They don't
30
know
seconds.
why Xanteris left, but they'll soon find out it was to get the bomb. Oh, okay. Opportunity now, Xanteris. Oh, tries to go for the shoulder peek. It attempts to be careful about it, but Summer ends up in the angle late anyways. And TYLOO will pick it up. It was close, but TYLOO edged out slightly. Gob's 21-9, lowest deaths, most kills. At least on his, no, not most kills, close. But doing good, doing very good. Tizian just above 180 AR, 107. Gob 97. Somebody 96. So many of TYLOO are lagging behind. Bentet's got 72, middling performance. Everybody else around 60 or less. Summer and Xgrit have 46 and 40.
It's a great time to start, a good book.
Yeah. Wow. Do they all have a
tactical novel?
Attack book? A tactical novel? Hopefully it's nonfiction.
So yeah, don't worry guys, we still got this.
All right, let's run Wyverns this round. Call the strat Game of Thrones. Spoiler, everyone dies.
Right. Well, we'll see how many do decide to bite the dust. Eat dirt. Right now it's very focused on this ladder, but it's not proactive. Easy ladder control. That's one thing that I feel the difference between TYLOO and Big so far is, like, Big, they hammered home that bottom ladder control all the time on their CT side. But TYLOO have been happy to sit back outside it. So far, so good. They are starting to put up a defense. They know in the back of their minds they've won the big comebacks already here tonight, so why not run it back? Molotov goes in, hits somebody in the face, but close smoke is where Xgrit gets himself another kill, and it is done.
Okay.
TYLOO to 9.
They stopped the 3 smoke execute on the site. They shut it down. Ladder control is Biggs. They have all the space they want, and TYLOO still win. They just slightly edge out a couple of those duels. As we could see, players were low on the CT side, but then Xgrit also pushes through the smoke off of a good flash, gets a 2-piece for himself. Was never really in danger, even though he pushed through because the flashes were so good. And TYLOO get a 9th. Look very convincing in that moment. Big have very little money. Monka Omega. Monka eyes. Monka ass.
You can't see it at home, but I am making a Monka S face. Just know. Eyes peeled wide, and you don't think Big shouldn't have to sweat just yet. But the heat is slowly being cranked. It's going to be that Ivy control for Summer, all too easy. Good peek from somebody, and Attacker gets an MP9 frag. So next empty-handed so far this round, just like his team. I mean, Summer's the only one even close to death. But it's flawless. 5 up for TYLOO. That's a great way to continue this economic roll.
Instant buy up. It's Gob to get the SIG. Taps in on the op. Any more takers on the SIG? Or are we just going to go for the AKs? Galil, actually, for Tizian. Doesn't have much of a choice. He's going to go ahead and pick up a supporting nade set as well. Tough defense outside. Big have not tested inner that much. They have one execute that was really good. Got up around clean. They should maybe go ahead, try that again.
Yeah, the hard lane push.
None of the, the hard lane push. None of the rounds from TYLOO, they've done anything super aggressive towards IV, taking ladder control, T-con control, anything like that. So
no upper box either. Like, it's just been sitting in the bomb sites.
That means you don't have a lot to be afraid of if you want to take your time rushing inner, or sorry, executing inner.
Thing is, too, is like I feel like for the most part, that was their exact strategy when it came to winning on Inferno CT side. When they made that big comeback happen, occasionally they'd fight for Banana. But they were, at times, just more content to sit and use utility. And that was exactly what Big struggled to close a game against. Similar trend here on Train. But to be fair, this is a whole different ball game.
Tease and close on the A site. Seems like they might want to go for the full execute. Somebody's in a strong position, especially with attacker here. I mean, you can assume they won't clear this, but he's at risk of ladder. Ladder, you know, wins this duel. This just depends on whether or not Xantaros peeks first. The two TCOM players get killed earlier than ladder. Oh, that'll be strong. Somebody's going to fall back off of this. It gets uncomfortable. I mean, the whole point of his setup was to be there. I don't know. Didn't make noise for all that time. Only rearranging things.
Nade.
They got info somehow. I don't know. Oh, I guess the Ivy presence. They knew it was going to be an outer split.
Would make sense. 10 seconds left. I mean, this is
10
desperate,
seconds.
big. Stinks of desperation, but still Tizian's created enough space. The bomb is on site.
Oh my god.
Wow, they pull this one out of the hat.
No way.
It's Bentet and Execute to try and bring it back. All three of the remaining big members so tagged up as well. Down goes the first. Next cleared from the bomb site. Now tabseN could be anticipated, but he still gets that kill. 1 health the difference. 4 seconds is all they needed. My goodness, Big, you've got... I mean, come on. How does Big manage that round?
I don't know. They took way too much time. That should not happen. Because they had no chance. If they didn't get all of those kills at the same time, they had no chance to plant. So, and they had to run for it. They had to stick it. There was even an op shot under the train if you saw.
Yeah.
That could have denied the plant. That would have been it. So, man, TYLOO got, I want to say, unlucky. Big seemed really unsure about when they should push out. They put the round together. And even on that spray, Bentet held that angle. I was like, that's a kill. That's super smart. That's super smart, and that is a kill.
1
health.
That's what Counter-Strike player nightmares are made of. Now she's going to take one more. 1 of 5 chances here. Maps and match points.
Oh, this does nade. No? No, they haven't set up yet.
Yeah, a little preemptive.
I wonder if they just explode or if they execute.
We did praise that one hit we saw here, right?
The setup is not great for the CTs. They're very far from B, and they're not pushing into TCON. So we'll see. They start to move now. It seems like Big. Again, they're going to take their time because there's no pushes.
So hesitant.
Who?
The rotate from TYLOO, like.
Yeah, because they haven't pushed anything.
Yep. They're just going to now come over once the full execution comes out. But Bentet does get just 1 kill. Flashes were there for both ways. Tizian looking for headshots downrange. Up close, though, is where Execute will fall. Never even gets a chance at a shot. We have a man advantage for Big with a bomb plant down on B. And TYLOO, their entirety of the strategy for the retake is to just walk forward. They're coming in quietly, nearly lining up. Sure, they trade back and forth for 1, but it all falls on Summer, and it's a changing of the seasons. Big will close map 3. It took some time, and we did go the distance, but in the end, it belongs to them.
They survive elimination. They still have to win another match to get through to playoffs.
Yes.
It's TYLOO to go home. They go home in groups. It's not a graceful exit. It's also too big. It's a team that's also another 1-2 team, right? It's a team that they basically had to get through before they'd play finally like a team to get through to playoffs. They hadn't even gotten to that point, is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunate.
With that as well, that's all of our Chinese teams eliminated.
Yes.
Right? Panda, Vici, and now TYLOO, all eliminated today.
The Dust 2 comeback was pretty miraculous.
The Inferno comeback.
Inferno comeback.
Yeah.
Dust 2 was not a comeback.
No.
Dust 2 is why we got trained.
Yep, exactly. And even then, I feel like we were starting to piece together another comeback there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that CT side, the thing is that it never looked proactive. We never really got much out of TYLOO. It's not like they were making the pushes into the upper halls. They weren't going into TCON or flanking around Ivy. And you could argue that's one of the reasons that they end up losing, right? That late rotate to the B site caused by lack of information, lack of certainty. But at the end of the day, that's what we got, Launders, and we're done. You and I.
That's it.
Finish here for StarSeries. So thanks for having us, and thanks for you guys tuning in. There is still one more game here on the B stream, but we'll be handing that one over to Harry and Hugo to take you through the final 2-1 match of the day.
cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.